But we do have a new World Heavyweight Champion. His name is the Ring General Gunther, beating Jey Uso in a valiant fight. I thought their Mania match was better, but this was still good stuff. Jey Uso, was basically a finisher spam fest by the end, but I thought they told a great story coming into this match that Jey was overworked. He was wrestling on Raw, Saturday Night's Main Event, SmackDowns, appearing on SmackDowns, Money in the Bank, and now again on Raw against Gunther. And it was too much for him to overcome. We have a new world champion, and it's not via a cash-in, no Rollins cash-in, no Goldberg, just a straight-up clean finish. And to be completely honest, and and you can check the archives because I've made this quite clear, I am not someone who has hated Jey Uso as World Heavyweight Champion. I think he's done well on the role. I think he's extremely fucking over. You put the belt on him, great. I didn't think he needed to hold the belt long. 6 weeks, I agree, is a little short. Better than a day or a month. 6 weeks is still something, but not every run needs to be 4 or 5 months. And I'm not saying I needed Jey to lose the belt, but I like the way they did this. This was completely out of nowhere. It switches things up, and I really do not know where they go from here. But I am curious to hear your viewpoint. I know how you feel. Give it to me, brother. Gunther, new World Heavyweight Champion. Jey Uso loses the belt after 6-7 weeks.
I mean, you kind of glossed over it quickly, but 6 weeks. I was here saying I didn't expect the long reign, but 6 weeks. Come on, that's barely, not even 2 months. I didn't even hold the belt for 2 months. And he had a good little reign. I thought the match itself was fine. I just thought the finish alone was just, with Tony Khan booked the finish was terrible. They milked the sleeper and him getting out of it for maybe 5 minutes. Puts him in, always gets out, and then he hits his 2 or 3 moves, 2 count. Okay. Gets him back in it again, gets back up.
Yep.
Then he puts Gunther in it, and then he gets up, and then he hits him again. Oh, nope, he gets out of it again. And then he finally puts it in one last time, and he just passes out. I just thought the finish was just awful. I figured Gunther eventually get the belt back, but, after a month and 2 weeks, couldn't do more. I didn't expect them to hold it forever, but, he beat Logan Paul, and I don't even know if he even defended the belt against anyone else.
Against Rollins on Raw, there was that.
Yeah, there was a no contest.
Yeah, that's it.
It just wasn't for me. I figured it'd get a little bit longer reign. Like I said, I didn't expect it to be 6 months, but I don't know. I feel like if he held it to SummerSlam and lost it, I would have been content with that. But I thought the finish itself was just wasn't for me. They basically were oh, he's gonna win, or at least get out of it, and then he just did it the same thing 3 different times, and then eventually just passed out.
Yeah,
he fought the sleeper for minutes and got out, and in the very end, he's just oh no,
it was too much. He couldn't overcome it because he was already tired.
That's what it is. Yeah,
that was the story they were telling.
He put Gunther in at WrestleMania. He tapped out in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that was dumb. Well, I said that at the time. That was silly. I didn't love that. That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the finish was terrible.
But also, because Alexis made the point, which I'm sure other people are thinking, the whole point of the Jey Uso WrestleMania win was to prove that he's on Gunther's level, that he can win when it matters most. And he did. He did win it when it mattered most. He won at WrestleMania, and he won the championship. And he didn't immediately lose it. He lost it soon after, but he did hold it for a little bit, to be fair. Not 3-4 months, but, a little bit. But at the end of the day, he's not Gunther. Gunther is just better. So Gunther should, honestly, from a kayfabe storyline, realistic standpoint, should beat Jey way more than Jey beats Gunther. Jey got that one fluke win, but it wasn't even as if he cheated. He beat Gunther clean. He earned his respect. And then Gunther's all right, cool. You've had your time. It's over. I'm getting that belt back. It's coming back to me. The Jey stuff is over. But listen, he is still over. I haven't listened to Rikishi's rant, so I don't know if he had a heart attack on his podcast ranting about it and talking about it from this past week. But I think this was the right call. I'm not saying if Jey won, what I did not want was Jey winning and beating Gunther clean. Because Jey's not better than Gunther. He's just not. And Jey's not a main event, a perennial main event player. He's like a Jeff Hardy type main event player where you can give him a couple world title runs and he doesn't really hold them all that long, but he's still fucking over as shit. I think that's what you can do with him. And he's still going to be over. Do people give up on Jey because he lost the belt so quickly clean? I don't think they will. I think he'll be fine. But the question is now, I ask you, where do we go from here? With Gunther and with Jey Uso, what happens now, do you think?
Well, Gunther's going to hold the belt till SummerSlam.
At the very least, yeah.
And Jey, I don't really know what you do with him.
What's his ceiling? Do you keep him on his own for the foreseeable future, or do you ultimately put him back? I think all roads lead to this. I don't know. My question is how soon?
Not anytime soon.
Usos reunion.
The tag divisions are useless, so why even bother putting them back together?
Because that's where they're best at. They're tag team guys.
Keep him. I'd keep him on his own for a little bit longer.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying Jimmy comes out next week and saves him. And they reunite full time, but I think that's where we're headed. I mean, that they're Jimmy's lost without Jey. I mean, Jey's miles ahead of Jimmy in almost every respect. But Jey's just not a guy that you can keep the belt on for a long time, which I'm not saying is what you're saying, but he can win it every once in a while, would get for a great moment, and it's always about the moment. People are already complaining, oh yeah, he's having a bad run. I don't agree with that. I mean, what would you grade his run? I said the other day, like a B- because he was over the entire time. He was featured in main events. He had a couple good matches. The promos were inconsistent, like that one where he forgot his lines a couple weeks ago was pretty bad, but it served its purpose. Not every run needs to be a long one in order to be a success, is my point. So I thought it was like a B-. I thought it was good. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I would say like CC plus. That was so.
Yeah, it wasn't awful. Oh man, he lost it so quickly. Like, okay. I've seen a lot longer runs that were John Moxley. Okay, John Moxley held the champion. He's held the championship for almost a year, and it's been fucking atrocious because his matches are not great and the storyline sucks. Jey Uso, at least that whole shit is over. I was excited. I was into it. And then he lost, and, it's nice to switch things up every now and again. We haven't had a world title change on Raw since Big E, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. I don't think we've had a world title change hands on Raw since Big E won it from Bobby Lashley via the cash-in in 2021. That would have been 4 years ago. For the men, the women's title has changed hands on Raw since then. But for the men, that was the last time. So I like that. Daniel said 5 letters, 1 word, pivot. Yeah, no, I agree. That's a good one. Alexis said Jey Uso heel turn, question mark?
No, Alexis, no.
That's not the answer.
He's so fucking over. Why do you turn him heel at this point? I mean, they did the same thing with Cena, but no. I mean, it's not like he got screwed. He lost this straight up. I mean,
yeah.
Like I said, I feel like if they put him back in the tag division, like you basically have to run. If this is me, you run the Yeet thing until the wheels fall off, and then you reunite him and Jimmy. Because once you put him back in the tag team scene, you just looked at a lower level already.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't think it's logical to go right from the world title scene to the tag team division. I think it would need to be a steadier, decline is the right word to use, but like it should be more seamless than that. It shouldn't be like Kofi Kingston. When Kofi Kingston lost the belt, he literally was back to doing New Day bullshit a week later. Like that shouldn't.
Yeah, so what are we gonna get, the New Day and fucking Usos circa fucking 2018? Like,
yeah, I don't know if maybe one more time for old time's sake, but we have seen that match a million times. And yes, Daniel, we did. Tyreek did pop up earlier. He made one comment. He did not answer what Love Ziggler means. He did not give us his Love Ziggler nickname. He just said, "Wait, RJ, hear me out, bro." And I don't know what he needs RJ to hear out because he never came up again. So Tyreek, if you're here, we need to hear what you're talking about. What you need RJ to hear out because I don't know what you're referring to. So, yeah, I don't know what that was about. But, yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was, I'm actually in favor of it, but it's all about what happens here. I think we can all agree, though, that the worst thing to happen would be Gunther winning the belt and then losing it in a month to Goldberg and then Rollins cashing in on him. That would be terrible. Gunther needs to be Goldberg, obviously, right?
Whatever's best for business, pal.